Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming. We are back with Race 2 of Season 109. Today's race will take place in Spa, Belgium, and we'll take a look at the racetrack here momentarily. Let me tell you how I screwed up already for this race. Um, yeah, we'll get to that. So here we are. We'll take a look at my car specifically for this race. There we go. Now, I didn't replace any parts yet. In my mind, I'm not saying I'm throwing away a race, but in this specific race, I want to use up these um, parts before I do an upgrade. And as you can see, most of the parts are in really great condition. So I wasn't really enthusiastic about spending money on something I didn't necessarily need to just yet. So the car in and of itself, I think, is fine. Certainly before the next race, we'll have to do some upgrades. And then I practiced 8 laps. And I did manage to find a setting that our driver was happy with. Now, it rained during practice, it rained during qualifying. It is not supposed to rain for the race. And that's kind of how I screwed things up. But I did use, of course, rain tires for the practice. I ended up dialing it in, finding a pretty good group of settings here. And then I went to qualifying lap 1. I pretty much nailed it. I finished, at the time I qualified, I was first. I settled in fourth, and I felt pretty good about it. Used rain tires to try to keep the car on the track as far as the risk goes. And then I made my mistake. And I did this last year, very early on. Remember, I only started in race 9 from season 108 and played through the end of the year. And so I blew it in one race last year by doing the same damn thing that I just did for qualifying in lap 2. I couldn't remember, and I should have just looked it up, if the tires that you choose for your qualifying lap 2 are the tires you're going to have to start with. And so I went with extra soft, which is what you would race on if the track was dry. Well, that didn't work out so well. As you can see, as I ended up qualifying 19th for lap number 2. And I think overall I finished qualifying at position 17. So I blew it. And like I said, I did that last year. I will not make that mistake again. I can tell you now that I've done it twice and I can actually remember the ramifications of making that error. So that won't happen again. I'm not going to waste your time showing you my setup and strategy. I would rather just kind of keep that to myself. Let's take a look here at Ian Wilson. He has 100% energy, which is great. His motivation continues to go up. We did a little yoga training, trying to improve the motivation. And, I did sign him after that first race to a contract that will get us all the way through this season. So I know we're good with him for the rest of the year. And he's been a great driver, so I'm excited about that. So let's take a look at the starting grid for today. There are 2 drivers that were in the first race that did not attempt to qualify. So we only have 23 drivers, managers participating in this. And we'll look at the 2 that didn't make it here momentarily. But you'll see down here, yeah, I'm starting 17th. I'm going to be very aggressive once we get going with the race. I want to try to make my way back up into the top 10 before we have to make a pit. And it'll be tough because I've put ourselves at a disadvantage here. But you'll see here that Ilya gets the pole. I had the pole for the first race. Ilya has the pole here. And then week 1 winner, Ivan Ankov, will start 3rd. And you'll see that I'm way back here in 17th. And all the regular guys are here. Now, something I'm learning about that I did not really understand until that first race is that how the relegation and the promotion works. And so I had to kind of discover on my own here that a lot of these racers that weren't in season 108 with me are drivers that got relegated. And who knows what the reason is for that? But like Jose Ferraz, Christoph Brew, um, let's see, Pierre Wadera, who finished I think second or third at first race. Those three drivers, I believe, were drivers who were relegated. And of course, they all did really well in the first race. So while I kind of thought that because we got rid of, by promotion, some of our best drivers, that would automatically move me up into the upper echelon tier for this group. That's not necessarily true, is it? Because these guys are actually very good um, and knowledgeable drivers. Some of them have driven over 1,000 races already. So that's going to be a challenge, for me is try to overtake some of those relegated drivers because I mean they're going to be challenging. Here's our grid for today. You can see we got Ilya, Jose Ferraz. There's Ankov, as I mentioned. He has 10 points because he won that first race. Colucci's got a point. It's good to see Kavalagos there in fifth. Legoat had a pretty good showing the first time out, but did not get in the points. Mossberg got 4 points. Christoph Brew did not get any points, although he did lead the race in his first race in our group. David Silva from Brazil. Rufo Taroque, 6 points. This guy played it perfectly, finished third. Perhaps it was fourth. Giuseppe. And then Keeble finished one spot behind me in the first race. Fernando Mendoza. And we have Gonzalez, Egon, Corodi. Here I am. I got 3 points. And I finished in sixth. Lucerna was behind me. There's Wadera. He finished, what is that? Third, right? So good job by him. Matthew Taylor, Frankie from Canada, Jeff Daly, and then Jacob will be bringing up the rear. So there's the grid for today's race. My car's still the yellow one. As you can see, it's all yellow. Okay, so let's take a look at the, let's go back to qualifying here. And we'll take a look at the weather forecast. So it'll show you here. This is obviously, if you play this game, you know what I'm talking about. But if this is for my viewers that don't play this game, see, it tells you that it's raining. Humidity is 99% for the qualifying lap 1, and for the qualifying lap 2, and the start of the race. That doesn't necessarily mean it will rain at the start of the race. We won't know until we click on the link to go to the track. If it's raining, then we're in trouble. We're in trouble, But it's only if we go over here to the start for the first 30 minutes, it's only up to a 5% chance of rain. So I'm starting the race off with extra soft tires, just like I did in the qualifying lap. That would definitely put us at a major disadvantage for drivers who are smarter than me. But then from 30 minutes to 1 hour, no rain, and no rain and no rain all the way through the end of the race, predictably. So, that's kind of where we're at with that. I hope I didn't double down on making the mistake. I think we'll be fine. And then here's the track. This is Spa in Belgium. You'll see we start here. We have that sharp right turn. And other than that little area that juts out there, that's a straightaway all the way down. Do a little jag, spin back around, and then a bunch of curves all the way. This annoys me. I feel like this is a strategy in the race construction, the race course construction that I don't like. Like, let me just get to that finish line faster than everybody else. That seems to make things a little bit tougher. You can see all the top drivers, and if you want to pause this and you can read some of the information about this specific track. By the way, Senna was a 5-time winner at this track during the 80s. Pretty cool. All right. So there you go. There's the track for today. We got 4 minutes till the race begins. So let's go ahead and get to the racetrack and let's find out if it's raining. Please don't be raining. I don't need another setback. Is it going to be raining? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, come on. That is unfair. I don't like that at all. Let's be make the full screen here. Oh man, that is crap. Now I've got to get through these cars. Um, I got to get. Well, this guy's like on the little lip there. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, I've got to get through these cars. And I don't know if I have the right pit strategy either, but I feel better about it this week than I did last weekend. So we'll say that much. How far can we go out here? Okay, so that's almost the entirety of the track. If you want to get a good view of it all, this is where you go into the pits clearly, and there's the pit right there. You come out on the curve. Oh wait, do you get back in here, or do you follow this all the way down and enter here on the straightaway? I mean, for safety measures, that would make sense, but I don't know if that's true. Can you just jump right into the fray on that corner? Or do we have to follow this all the way down? Because if that does, that sucks. That's going to be a real challenge, I think. All right. Let's take a look here. Here's my friends. You can be my friend if you friend me somehow on this. I will add you, and we can check your progression throughout the race as well. Um, Stuart, thanks. I haven't really had much help from Stuart this current season. I don't really want to know exactly. He's been a good Monday morning quarterback for me. But all of these mistakes I'm making on my own, which is how you learn, I think. And there's Jim Becker. He won our um, league last season, and he's starting 18th today. He's just got promoted to amateur, so he's figuring things out, I think. So there's the friends. Here is live standings. Okay, well, we know how that works. And then no pits yet. Lap times we haven't, of course, had. And then there's the layout for the grid right there. Okay. We're down to the final minute and 30 seconds to go. Directly in front of me is Karodi. I feel like I can get past Egon fairly easily. No, Gonzalez is a fighter. Mendoza, I can't really remember his strategy. Obviously, Keeble lets nobody get by him. I feel like Keeble is my arch nemesis in this. Uh, Everybody else, give or take, I mean, I'm pretty competitive with, but Keeble seems to be the one that I always end up battling, at least at the end of last season and this season. So I think we're just gonna just put our cards down on the table and say, hey, Keeble's our arch nemesis. And then you see, as we back out here, there's the leader, the pole position for Ilya today. So Faraz in the blue car, Ankov, Colucci, Kavalagos, Legoat, Mossberg, Brew, Silva. There was one Brazilian who did not. The two drivers. One was a new guy, and I can't think of his name right now. The other one was a Brazilian who's been in every race, but for some reason he didn't qualify today. Okay, we're down to 4 seconds. Here we go. Who knows what's going to happen? Oh no, I'm probably going to be sliding all around. We want to be. I have it to be aggressive, but everyone's sliding around. I don't know. There's probably many drivers who do not have rain tires on here. So what is that going to be like as Wadera gets around Taylor behind us, and Taylor's going to try to make his move right back, and he does. get past him as Wadera is dropping back quickly. Frankie gets by him, and Taylor blows by me. So I have the wrong tires. And you can see how that's affecting us right now. Good job by Frankie blowing right by me. And I don't think I've ever been passed by Taylor before as we drop back to 19th. Um, the only advantage that we have with this screw up is when it stops raining, we won't have to go in. We can stay out until our pit, our actual first scheduled pit. I really didn't think that this would happen, but I'm wrong, and I don't have that experience to guess correctly. And because of our tires, I think my aggressiveness that I have it set at has been nullified. And I just look at Taylor. What is going on with Taylor? Did he spend money? I wonder if he did. As I fall back to 20th, like a chump. I wonder if Taylor went and finally put some money down on his car and upgraded it. You know, as I said in the beginning, as you know, I was saying that I'm getting around Tarok like it's nothing, getting 19th back, so he must have the wrong tires too. Um, I was saying, like, this could just be a throwaway race for us. I don't want it to be, certainly, but this might be one of those races where um, we just run it out, we make some money, and then we spend that money on the upgrades for the next race. We haven't even completed the first lap yet. I guess some of the lap cars are, but we are getting bunched up. I would love for this as we pass through the lap for it to turn off the rain. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, every time we go past the start finish line, that will be, um, our hope. You know, the rain shuts off. All right, so I'm 19th out of 23 cars. I was looking at some of the other grids in other rookie races. There are some uh, seasons, not seasons, some groups that only have 12 cars racing today. Like, if I was in a group where there were only 12 cars racing, I think I'd be very frustrated by that. Okay. Behind us is fellow American Jeff Daly. Looks like he wants to move up. Yeah, we've absolutely hurt ourselves here. What a bummer. I thought that we could be aggressive at the beginning and get past a few of these cars, but we will not be able to do that under these conditions. All things being equal, once the rain stops, I think that will help. But um, yeah, I mean there's no rookies in our race. These are all racers that raced last year, or wow, Frankie's up to 10th. That guy's just driving like a wild man. Good job by him, and also just about everybody that we started near has gone up. You can see who dropped back. Jose Ferraz started second, and he's dropped all the way back to 14th. People, did we all make the same mistake? There we go, as I tried to get around. Nope, got cut off. Tried to get around Samina there. Looking to take our chances. So we're on lap 3. The rain is still falling. If this falls for the entirety of this quarter segment, then we have no chance today. You could maybe argue that being 21 seconds down already, we have no chance. All right. I mean, Tarok is in 21st. Wadera in 22nd. All these drivers, including myself, must have made that error. Uh, which is a bummer as I try to make my way around Samina, and I do. I move into 18th position. We'll take it. And that's Keeble in front of us. That is our arch nemesis. That is very odd to see him this far back. He does not make these type of mistakes. And I wonder if maybe he didn't upgrade any of his vehicles, either any of the parts on his vehicle either. I mean, Mossberg's all the way up to third. Legault, hard charging. It's almost like, with the exception of a couple drivers, that everything just flip flopped. The people in other than Ankov and Ilya all went to the back, and the ones in the back all went to the front. We got a little snake going of 6 cars. Let's Taylor's up to 11. Great job, Taylor. Here I go on the inside of Keeble. I am definitely wobbling here, but my aggressiveness finally is paying off. I'm past Keeble into 17th, and now I'm leading the pack with my sights set on Christophe Brou from France. All right. I wonder who the Grand Marshal was here in Belgium. Was it Jean-Claude Van Damme? Hey, listen, I met Jean-Claude Van Damme. I used to work for a video rental company back in the day. This would have been 1998. And the company I worked for would send all of the managers to Las Vegas, and we would meet celebrities, act, actors, directors, producers. There would usually be a live music, like a major band would come and play for us. It was a whole weekend in Las Vegas. And one of the guest speakers was Jean-Claude Van Damme. And, oh, yes, the rain is gone. Everyone can suck it. Here we come. We are ready to go now. And I bet you a lot of the drivers that are behind us were waiting for that moment too. So this is where we're going to pick up a lot of steam. We just had to get through those first 3 laps, and now is on like Donkey Kong. I was to finish my thought about Jean-Claude Van Damme. I mean, this was at the end of his run where he was almost making straight to video movies. And I know he has a history of being an asshole, but he couldn't have been any cooler. I mean, I really liked Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I got to shake his hand. And he's a little guy. I mean, he would snap me in half and then do the splits on my face. But he was actually a pretty small fella. So there you go. That's my only connection to Belgium. The muscles from Brussels. Okay, so here we go. It's gonna. I mean, we fell back 48 seconds, right? So any of the drivers, let's see, they're pitting. Let's go up. Oh, let's go here. So all the cars that had rain tires are pitting. This is where we're gonna make up the ground. So great job by me. We suffered for 3 laps, and now we are going to run these suckers down. Look at everybody's pitting, but we don't have to. All right. So my strategy worked out well, and even Jacob got past us. I didn't see that. So here they are going into the pits. I just jumped up to 10th, yo. We got Keeble behind us. I kind of want to see how they get out of the pits. Do they have to go all the way down, or do they come out right there? No, they do come out right there. Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, this is great. The leader is Mossberg, and I bet you these guys will go. A lot of these guys will go into the pits. Um, because of that. If you play the game, you know that you can choose to go in 1 lap later then when the rain ends. So I bet you're going to see some people go into laps here as I'm running down Brew. This is an awesome car color. And if I haven't really just been dedicated to yellow, I think I'd go to red because that looks sweet. But we're tracking him down. I think I probably have a better car than him. 36% left on gas, so we have a long way to go before we have to start considering, pits. And yeah, there goes Mossberg into the pits. So we're going to be making up some ground here as I try to get past Brew. I do into ninth. Colucci's going in. So we're going to gate. There's another Mendoza going in. Ratip, Egon, as we like to call him, going in. So we're going to jump up quite a bit right here. 5 more spots. Oh, Cavalagos made a mistake. He's always making mistakes. All right. So we're in 5th. This is exactly, well, okay, this is not exactly what I wanted to happen, but when the when the rain was falling, I was like, okay, well, this is the only positive outcome is to be able to stick it out and move to the front. And so, we're 20 seconds behind Silva, and I don't know if he's running on rain tires and he's just sticking it out or what. The Brazilians seem to like to, try to go a half race if they can, which I don't think you can in this one. There's only 44 laps, but this track is a long course. You could tell just by when we um, zoomed out. Weirdly, Lucerna is in 15th, and he has not pitted. He had just fallen so far back. He is a 50-50 racer. Like, I'll go 50% of the way, swap out my tires, and then, keep, going for the entirety of the second half of the race. So, doesn't look like anybody else is going to pit. So we're in 5th, and that's a pretty good place to be. We're 6 seconds behind Faraz. And it's, what I love? I love seeing all the different names up here. These are not normally guys who are going to be among the leaders. So we're getting some different names up front. And that's pretty good. Okay. Still in 5th. So now, as long as I haven't screwed up pitting, then I think we're fine. The only question is, I think, with a lot of these racers that pitted on lap 5 or 6, will they fall based on my pit strategy? If I could get us to the end of the race as expected, do they have a 5-lap advantage on us, or are they 5 or 6 laps behind us? Are they going to be forced to pit one time later? I don't know. So, I mean, we could fall back to the middle of the pack if that happens, depending upon how well everybody else utilizes their strategy. I kind of feel bad for Frankie because he had started behind us and blew past all of us all the way to the front as we are about to run down Silva here. I think that's Silva. I wonder why the circle is around his tire. What, does that mean something that I don't know? Wow. Oh, does he have the wrong tires on? Because we blew by him like it was nothing. We're into 4th place. And I'm coming for you there, Jose. All right. I mean, yeah, that guy's got the wrong tires on. Oh, does this show if it's got a circle? Does that mean it's rain tires? Have I never known that before? So everybody has oh, I think now that I know that, we just had our fastest lap, of course. Now that I know that, when I go back and look, well, I watch every race at least twice. When I go back to watch this, I'll pay attention to the ring around the tires. So yeah, I'm 3 seconds back of Faraz. I think that's him right there. So hell yes, I think we are going to be really, really close. And just a shout out to Cavalagos. Great job, buddy. Um, he is in first place, and I don't think I've ever seen him lead a lap yet in the half season that I've played plus these two races. So good job by him. Um, Keeble's in seventh. I like Keeble and Widera, Ilya. I really worry about those guys. I guess I don't have enough data on Widera since this is only his second race that I've seen him race, but he did finish in third, I think, right? Okay, we're coming around to the finish line, the start finish line. And let's see if we've gained some ground in Faraz. I don't think we really have gained that much. Oh, maybe we're not coming around as I thought we were. I mean, like, we are all very close right now. So I'm digging that. Okay, yeah, I'm less than 3 seconds behind the leader. I expect to lead this race now. This is my expectation. Although I'm not actually gaining on these other guys. And then there's 7 seconds space or 6 seconds between me and Brew. Silva finally going to go into the pits as he continues to drop back. That's too bad, but he was up front, so he got a flavor. Okay, now Caroti's in first. He got past Cavalagos. We got the two blue cars in front of us. They're not teammates. They're not from the same country, but they got the same skin on their car. It's kind of why I like the yellow. Nobody else has the Pennzoil yellow. And did he get the yeah, so there's no more ring around the P. Mendoza all the way back. That's odd. All right, I'm coming for you guys. I'm right on your heel now. Can I get by them before I do have to pit? That is the question. Yeah, I'm definitely running them down. We just had my best lap. Now I'm right on their bumper, flashing the lights, honking the horn. Get over, guys. Oh, my tires. Well, I'm driving hard, that's for sure. And maybe you see over here where it says my tires are a little bit worn. I'm still at 27%, but maybe because I had them in the rain and I'm driving hard right now. Maybe that's why they've gotten a little bit worn. Nobody else has that yet. We'll see. I would be a little disappointed if I had to go in because of tires and not because of gas, as Widera makes a mistake and falls back a couple spots. Whoa, he's fallen back quite a bit. Interesting. He fell back to 10th. That's a bummer. Ilya's coming, 6th place, and he's already pitted, so that's not a good sign for me. It is going to come down to pit strategy, clearly. I'm a little disappointed I haven't found a way to get around these guys yet. Pardon me while I drink a little bit of coffee here. Okay, good stuff. I was thinking about getting some whiskey um, to have a couple sips while I'm watching this race today. I'm watching it on the big screen in the living room, and I'm like, you know what? I got stuff I got to do this afternoon, so I chose not to. Well, Karodi has moved into first, and he's kind of pulling away. I mean, he's not on our radar at all here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Um, I wonder if because of my tires, we're not as aggressive as we need to be. Um, I don't know. Now we're at 15.15 for tires and gas. I don't know. I mean, I haven't even attempted to get around them. And they are slowing us up because we're not having our best laps anymore. I think it's safe to say that Ilya has the best car today. He's in 6th, but even after his pit, he's found a way to move up the graphic here. Oh, I've never noticed it. So I got the B, and now my tire is faded a little bit. I have never noticed this before. Is this new? Am I stupid? I must be stupid. I have never noticed that before. I'm learning something new every race. It seems like Cavalagos and Faraz are actually getting better. This is the only place where I can catch them on the straightaway. Why did I go into the pits right there? I had 15 and 15 left. Maybe the tires were just getting too worn. So that might be, crap. This might be bad for us. Let's go. Oh no. I didn't put enough gas in. Oh, I screwed it up. Oh, I did screw it up. Didn't I? Or did I calculate to get back on track with the other cars? I don't know. I think I screwed up. We'll see. I don't feel good about that at all, as I'm all the way back to 17th. How did that happen? Hmm. Ilya's up to 4th. Good job by him. Yeah, I definitely screwed something up. Well, I mean, like I said, I was excited there being in 4th place. We just couldn't get past those guys, but I kind of, like I said, I kind of calculated this as a little bit of a throwaway race. I didn't really anticipate having a good finish, but maybe my calculations will work out here. I'm not sure, or maybe we finish last. How many seconds back are we? Guess we'll find out. Okay, so Karodi has his tires are worn, and there's the color change. Jeez. And Wadera's pitting. Okay, so maybe I just went a little early. Okay, I don't feel. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Wow, I'm catching that guy pretty quick. That's Lucerna, who has not pitted yet. So we'll gain a spot. And then Lucerna, he just likes. I will say this about his strategy. He definitely likes the Sunday drive. He likes to go about halfway. Wow, 30 seconds to change those. Hmm. Yeah, my gas is already down to 12. So I think I'm fairly certain I made a major error, and I wish I could take it all back, which is fine. All right, we're getting on the inside into 15th. So it's not really a question about, our car or our driver. It's definitely my calculations with the pits, going into the pits. And I'm tending to think now that I've had a couple of errors this way, I'm trying to fine tune it so much that I'm actually hurting the outcome, the potential outcome of each race. So I think I have to always err on the side of um, at least having enough gas to get to the finish line. Oh, Brew makes a mistake, and Samina's going into the pit. Yeah, I'm down to 12% gas already. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my calculation was on that. Ilya makes a mistake. Whoa, interesting. I can see Frankie in front of us here, and we gain another spot back. Here's Frankie, the Canadian running on maple syrup. Caroti's had bad tires now for a while, but he's hasn't needed to come in. We're down to 9% on gas. Yeah. I screwed up. Oh, let go, making an error. Oh, he went right through that. Hey, man, no shortcuts as we drive right through them into 13th. Hmm. Yeah, crap. Yeah, I'm either going to finish last or I'm a total genius. I have no idea. I mean, Caroti is in first place running on bad tires, and he's pulling away from Cavalagos and Ferraz. And I mean, I'm zooming in on these guys. I mean, we could have a top 10 car if I didn't botch it up. Whoa, there's a bunch of cars right there in line. Caroti into the pits. Cavalagos will take over. I didn't actually see that happen there, but that's cool. All right, into 12th. Come on, let's get around these guys. So Caroti's coming out in 14th. So we drop back 14 spots, pitting at lap 15. I've got one more lap and I'm going to have to come in again. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what I did wrong there. which is okay. Trying to get around Frankie, and we do. Oh, we're going to keep going. We're not stopping here. Yes. Got around Ankoff of all drivers. All right. Got my eyes set on Countryman. Oh, look at how aggressive Frankie is. Good job by him. So we got Daly in front of us, and I think we'll have to. We might have to actually have to go into the pit here, and that'll drop us back again, and then we'll blow by everybody another time. I think I really blew that up, or maybe it's going to end up perfect. I don't know. See ya into ninth place. We're in the top 10, and we're going to end up going into the pits. That's dumb. What a dumb dumb. Several cars now with tire issues. No, no, no. Okay, so we're going to stay out one more lap. That's good. And then we'll probably pit with some of those other guys with tire issues, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm right behind. We got three Americans in a row there, Mossberg, me, and Daly. Colucci's right in front of him. Go, go, go. Lap 12 was our best lap. No, I'm sorry, lap 14 was our best lap. So we just led our best lap, and we're going to be going into the pits here, I think, with plenty of tire left. All right, so I made a mistake. Two mistakes because of qualifying number two, which didn't really seem to matter anyway. Okay. I am like incredible. I almost want to fast forward to the end of the race and just see what happens. You know, Cavalagos going in the pits, Faraz going into the pits, and I think I will be going into the pits too as I get past Mossberg into eighth place. Look how great this car is. Look at how dumb the manager is. Can't you see the dumbness? And we go into the pits. I have I have no excuse. I mean, you can see the percentage up there is 18%. So we dropped back to 15th. Last time we dropped back to 17th before we got out. I think it's going to be worse this time. Let's go. 16th and 17th, 18th. Ah, shit. 19th. I blew it. Well, let's see. Let's see us fight back to the top. Let's see what happens here. So I went lap 12, and then I went lap 16. Oh, shit. So that means I'm going to go lap 20 and then lap 24, I would imagine, right? Oh no. I mean, I'm still on the lead lap. It's not like I'm not on the lead lap. It's hard to get lapped, I think, on a 2-minute lap. Okay, well, let's just see what happens. Okay, Ilya going into the pits for the second time. I mean, technically, Ilya, like he's the first of the other drivers to pit for a second time. Brew will be pitting for the first time. Keeble has the lead. I knew Keeble could do it. Um, yeah, boy. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Oh, a mistake by Keeble, and Tarok takes over first. And a mistake by Faraz. Please no mistakes for me. I can't afford any. All right. Well, I didn't gain any spots due to the pitting. Whoa. A mistake by Silva way out there. As I do move up a spot, getting past Widera. Okay, so I went at 12, at 17. I'll go again at 23, and I'll go again at 28. And then I think it's got me. I think I'm good for maybe the rest of the race. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's figure it out here. There's Brew in front of us in the red car. Ilya came out in 13th. So he's pitted twice. I've pitted twice. Rufo is going into the pits for the first time. And then Taylor, Jacob, and Mendoza have all pitted twice. Mendoza is like 2 minutes back. That's doesn't seem like that's possible. Hmm. I feel like I have a top 10 car. I just my strategy messed it up, which is a real shame. I'm going to get a couple spots back here on Rufo and Paquette. One spot anyway, up to 16th. All right, we'll get another spot here as I pass Brew. Or is it like Bro? I don't know. Bro. Brah. All right, so we're in 15th. 9% left before I have to go back into the pit. Hey, I don't know. Maybe this is all going to work out. Maybe my car and my driver can overcome my ineptitude. We'll see. At least we're always going to have fresh tires. All right. So Lucerna. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. God bless it. I just made a mistake. Oh, come on. There's no need for that. I just lost 3 spots. Okay, well, this race is about over. You can all go home now. I really am anxious to see what happens, but I have to say, I don't think I can recover. Jeff Daly in the pits for his very first time. Yeah, boy. Lucerna into the pits as well. Shoot. I would have been in 13th place if I hadn't just lost those 3 spots. I mean, I'm better than these cars in front of us. We should be blowing right by them, but I'm down to 6% gas. So I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, the only good thing is, as Tarok makes a mistake, I get past Silva and another mistake. Oh, that's Tarok. That happened right in front of us. So I'm in 14th. I'm getting past Brew, and I'm back into 13th. So I should be in 11th right now. None of this is very helpful. Havalagos makes a mistake. All I'm doing is getting up to like 10th, 11th, and 12th. And then I go into the pits, and then I fall back, and then I get back to 10th, 11th, or 12th. And people are pitting now too. So, I'm not really, I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not like, my car's not, it could be so much worse, right? We just know we're not going to win this race, but we very well could still be top 10 just because we have a superior car. Colucci and Lego. Am I going to be going to the pits here? No. So we'll gain a couple spots with Colucci and Legault. Colucci's on his way out. There's 12. And I'll gain a spot right here into 11th. Well, it's like did a little fishtail there or something. Okay, yeah. So we've worked our way from 18th or 19th, whichever it was, all the way back to 11th just by hard charging. And we will have to go back into the pits and do it all over again. I still think we could still be a top 10 car. Look at these two cars right in front of us. Like we could be number 9 before the end of this lap. And there are still plenty of other people who haven't pitted yet for a second time. I'm relatively hopeful. That's what I will say. Whoa, he's going off the course. See ya. Colucci gets a little wild. Here I go into 9th. Look at this. Come on. I could win this race if it wasn't for my brain. Ah, my stupid, stupid, dumb brain. And now I'm going to go right into the pits. I got all the way to 9th. 51 seconds back. Oh, man. And this will be the half. We're on lap 22, which is the halfway point. Look at me catching this guy. Let me go into the pits. Gosh darn it. Dang dog. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. But look, the 3 cars in the lead will have to come in. They've got tire issues. So, who's this behind us? Oh, that's Silva. I'm back to 17th again. Take your time. Have a cigarette. Whatever. Let's go. 18th. All right. All right. So this will be the last segment that I have the shitty amount of gas, and then I will pit again, and then I think I will get like a full tank to go the rest of the way. I believe. I could be wrong. So let's see how that plays out. And I'm 18th. I'm going to catch these guys. It's crazy though. I mean, it's this is how you learn, though, right? I keep making a mistake every now and then, and sometimes you just got to pay for those mistakes. Let's back out a little bit. Okay, I got a ways to go before I catch up to Daly, and there's even nobody in front of him too. Shit. So we just got to start. I mean, the great thing is there's nobody to bother us. So we should start putting up top laps now, I think. Um, yeah. Okay, Gonzalez is going into the pits for the second time. Um, you know what? Actually, the thing that is saving us from just being the worst car because of this little issue was the fact that I did not have to pit when the rain turned off, right? So this is the one advantage that I have is that one pit that others had to take as I jump up to 16th right now. So we will get shuffled back one more time, no matter what happens here, as Brew makes a mistake. And once that happens, I think we'll be good to go the rest of the race. So we just have to see how it plays out. Hebel's coming into the pits. Mossberg is the one American hopeful here. And again, because we have the ability to just drive in the open, um, then the goat makes an error, and Mossberg and Ankov will pit too. What I was going to say was um, because we are able to drive in the open here, we should put up some really good laps. For what good it does us, I don't know, but maybe it can help get some, a few seconds better, closer to the drivers there in the top 10. It's good to see Cavalago's back up there in the top 10. When I say his last name, I cannot say for sure if I'm saying it correctly. I'm just, you know, I'm I'm sure I'm mispronouncing a lot of the names. I apologize. So a couple people went into the pits, but I was not able to capitalize on that. I am catching up the daily, but by the time I do, I will probably have to pit again. But every position counts here toward preserving my, um, I don't know, top 15 maybe? Maybe I have to readjust my hopes. I am catching daily pretty quickly. After we do this next pit, and I have the rest of the race to go, which I think is how it's going to play out. Once I do that, then everybody's in trouble. There we go. I'm into 15th. I mean, it's not like I don't have a good car. The goat is 8 seconds in front of me. Herodi in the lead. Ilya, Faraz, Samina, Keeble, Widera, Kavalagos, Mossberg, Colucci, and Tarok for the top 10. Yeah, the Jacob has pitted 3 times. No offense to Jacob, but if I'm running the same laps as him, I'm probably not going to have a good day. Well, we'll be able to do 2 or 3 more laps. and then I will pit, and I believe we'll be able to get to the end of the race. I guess I'm not really sure how it works, but we'll see. A mistake by Samina. Will he fall back to Keeble? No, he stays in front of him. I'm sure that gap closed. Why don't we take a look and see how the friends are doing here? Okay. Well, Stewart is in first. Becker's in 32nd. 7 laps down. No, is that what it means? No, he's fallen 7 positions. I get it. Here I am. Actually, technically, I gained a spot from where I started. So, you know, and Steven is 10th. Good job by him today. Uh, my best pit, 21 seconds. Whoa, I just really caught that guy quickly, didn't I? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, what? I have the best lap by 2 seconds. Oh, man. Oh, what could have been 155, a sub 156 lap. That's crazy. I'm closing in on the goat. Well, if you're an aggressive driver, as Ankoff makes it an error, and Samina's into the pits. But if you're driving aggressively and you have a good car and you always have fresh tires, yeah, you're going to put up a big lap. We're into 14th, and I'll pass the goat right here into 13th. So I just keep going to 10th place all the way back to 18th and repeating the process. I sincerely think that once I do this next one, I'm actually going to be good to go to the end. But I could be wrong. I think I have the gas set to go the distance, and that'll get me a few spots, I think. Here comes a lap car, so this is not helpful. I don't know who this is. Is that Mendoza? It is Mendoza. Closing in on Mendoza. And then in front of him is Ankoff, who you might remember it, won the first race. So he's back in 12th. Oh, I got 3% left. 3% of my brain cells are left. That's probably accurate. All right. So this will put me back to, yeah, I mean, probably 18th. I'll be 18th after I come out of this one. Because I think I'll still be in front of Egon and the rest of these guys. And then I'm hoping it's going to be a straight run to the finish. And hopefully it won't be too late to get a top 10. Everybody else is probably going to have to pit one more time. All right, here we go. We're going to find out right now. Let's see how much gas. Oh, no. It's only 18%. Okay, well, now I got no hope. Damn it! I screwed up. Shit. Well, I blew it. Gosh, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, back to 18th. That's exactly what I thought would happen. So I won't be able to get any better than 13th. I don't even know how that's possible. I just really have to rely on, because we'll be pitting every 5 laps the rest of the way. Right? So it's feel like 4 more pits. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I'm very eager to see how it ends, but also it's just like, well, now there's not much point. Maybe we should just follow the leader for a while. Is it a good battle? No, it's not even a good battle. It's an 11-second lead. I've pitted 4 times. I am so dumb. I'm gonna have the fastest lap, and I'm gonna finish probably right where I'm at. That's crazy. Every time we take a lap, I go to finish a lap, I just assume I'm gonna go into the pits. All right. So I'm 5 seconds behind Lucerna, and you know, I'm 13 seconds behind Silva. I think just about everybody else will have to pit one more time. Not that that does me much good, but yeah, I don't know. And Karoti's into the pits. Ilya will take over first, but he's got worn tires. If I had just gotten the pits correct, we'd have such a great chance to win this race. That's the part that sucks because I stuck it out with the extra soft tires at the beginning of the race instead of going to rain and then doing like what a lot of other drivers did in pit, and that was just such a huge advantage. And and that didn't allow me to do much anyway because of my pit strategy. Whoa. So yeah, I'm catching up to Lucerna here pretty quickly. Lucerna is a 2 pit guy. He's like, I'm going to go halfway and then I'm going to go the other half. Yeah, I'm gaining 2 seconds a lap on Silva. So that's really not helpful either. Karoti fell back to 10th after pitting for the second time. It is interesting to see the different types of pit strategy, though. Like Karoti probably will be good the rest of the way. There we go. Into 17th place. Yay! Little wobble there. Widera will be going to the pits. He'll still come out in front of me, though. Hmm. Come on. I don't really have anything else to say about this. Oh, as Wadera makes a mistake coming out of the pits. Wow. So I might actually catch him here. He'll be the next car in front of me. And Carodi makes a mistake. I guess you're more prone to make mistakes if you are more aggressive, right? So I think that's kind of how we made a mistake today, too. Hmm. The tough part is now, like, I'm already thinking about the third race. you know, I'm like, okay, this race is kind of done, right? We're not going to have the finish we want. We could have won the first race, except I had my gas um, mileage off by one lap, and so we finished sixth. So that was a mistake, and then you know the several mistakes that we've made in this race is going to make it a much poorer finish than we expected. And so now I'm thinking already about the third race and like making sure we get that right. But you know what? I love this game. I like the challenge, and I feel stupid for making the error. But you know what? Like this is what would happen if you. I mean, you would fix this error. Like if this was a real race, and I said, hey, every 5 laps, can you go into the pits? Like that might happen one time, but then the race people would be like, oh, okay, no, here's the right mileage. They put in more gas, and you would just be fine. But we don't get the opportunity to correct those errors in a game. That part of it sucks, but this is why you have to be accurate because it can and often will hurt you. So I'm probably going to come out of this next one. Where am I at here? Maybe 20th. And then I don't think I'll fall back as far as 21st, but I think 20th is the worst I could be. And that's just the way it goes. But this is brutal. If you're still watching at this point, um, you deserve a prize. Faraz will pit, and Ilya is going to pit. Keeble's only pitted once. He's going to find himself in first place. Good job by Keeble. He's got little elves working for him today. And he's into first. Cavalagos will be going into the pits. Charles Jackson will be going into the pits for the fifth time. Yeah, we could have gained so much ground right here. And there's Wydera in front of us. I'm not going to beat myself up about it anymore. There's nothing we can do about it. We'll just have to keep on pitting. Am I going in? Yeah. This is brutal. I won't finish last, but it'll be close. Back to 18th. Here comes Egon. Oh, maybe we can get. Oh, nope, there's Egon. Uh, oh, oh, 20th. Oh, man. So we'll go again in 36 and then 41. We got to pit two more times, guys. That is so funny that I have the fastest lap. I mean, you do get recognition for that in the like in the medals and stuff or achievements, I guess. So if nobody else has done that, then that'll be good, right? Do I still have the fastest lap? No. Wait, yes, I do. Okay, my bad. 155.9. So I do have the fastest lap. That's just dumb. So we've got Keeble, Colucci, Tarok, Mossberg, Brew, Ankov, Ilya, Karodi, Legault, and Faraz. I mean, there's a lot of new names up in there. That's good. I mean, Tarok had such a good first race. He might be for real. I'm going to have to bounce back really strong next race. Like no screw ups. I think that's Gonzalez in front of us. What happened to Matthew Taylor? I mean, he comes out of the race as Cavalagos makes another error. He comes out of the race and he's cruising. He was in like the top 7 or something like that, wasn't he? And then I don't know. I mean, I thought maybe he upgraded his car. It was all good, but I don't know. Oh, there's another car. I'll get a couple spots before I have to fall back again. That's Gonzalez and then Egon. Cavalagos will be a little further up. Brew is pitting. Ilya made a mistake as I do finally get past Gonzalez. Lap 33. Let's go. Sorry, a little bit of lag time there. That happens like once a race. I don't really understand how or why, but okay. Well, we're going to run down Egon. So Keeble and Tarok, both have only pitted one time. And Keeble pitted late enough that he's got enough to go out the rest of the way. Whoa, what's happening here? Something weird. I'm moving to 18th. Hmm. Down to 9% gas. Because we've changed tires so many times, does that hurt my does that mean I spend more money on tires for this race? Colucci is going to go into the pits with 11 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Because my tire budget, I think I just blew it for the year. Colucci drops back to 4th. There's a little bit of cushion between Colucci and Ankov. Nope, not anymore. Past Karodi. Ilya's next, yep. Legault, yep. Faraz. Yeah. So back to ninth. He's got a little bit of work to do to get into the points, but Colucci's always got a strong enough car to do that. All right. We're in 18th. We got Christoph Brew again. He is, I'm not sure where he's at comparatively. Doesn't matter. Even if we do catch him, we'll be pitting again and again and again. I put up a pretty good lap there, about 1 second off. We certainly had a good enough car, just not a good enough um, manager. Oh, that sucks. Let's look at the point standings now. As things are right now, Ankov and Keeble would be tied. I'm still eighth. I mean, I didn't really hurt myself today that much. So we just got to get it together for the next race. Okay, Lucerna looks like he needs tires. He's in front of us. Does anyone else need to pit? I guess, as I pit for the sixth time. Silva will pit. I know that we're pitting every 5 laps. That was not my plan. My strategy, I guess I'm not giving anything away because it's so stupid no one would steal it. But I'm moving to 17th place. Um, I was going with a 3 pit strategy, like everyone else who's uh, you know here in the top 10. Not Keeble or Tarot. They're going on something different altogether. But so I was going with the 3 pit strategy, and I thought that I had divided it up equally. And after I got it wrong, the 3 pit strategy, even after I've told the game that I wanted to pit 3 times, I didn't allow for enough liters of gas to pit just 3 times. And so I was hoping that it would revert back to the amount of gas that I started the race with for the fourth time, because I didn't request it for a fourth time. But that's not what happened. If it had requested it for the fourth time as my first amount of gas, then it would have been great. I would have been able to um, go the rest of the way, or maybe only have to pit one more time, perhaps. But as you can see, I'm good enough to get around Brew, and here's Cavalagos. I'm going to blow right past him too into 15th place. Well, I'm going to have to pit, um, and then I'm going to have to pit again. And Daly and Samina are in the pits. I probably would have gained on them as I blow past Cavalagos. And we go to the pits. God bless it. It's it's past being funny now, and now I'm just mad about it. you know, like no, I'm just pissed off. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I don't want to cry. It's just so dumb. 19th, 20th. Oh, I don't think I can fall back any further than that. Oh, maybe I will here. Oh, okay. I don't think I'll be any worse than where I'm at this moment. But now I've got to hustle. I'm so stupid. Oh, Egon makes a mistake. I mean, the crazy thing is that I've done 6 pits and I'm still like kind of, in this general vicinity of being in the top 15. Yeah, we're just riding this one out. We're still on the first lap. I mean, we're on the lead lap. So I don't know. And we've had the fastest lap. Legault's going to have to go into the pits. Let's go. Let's look at the top here. Keeble's in first, Mossberg and Koff. Legault's going into the pits now, so he's dropping back. That's got to be tough for him. Keeble and Lucerna, you got to give him credit for just taking the one pit as Lucerna moves up to 11th. Um, does Keeble have enough to get to the end of the race? I mean, that's really the question. I mean, he's such a good driver, but also, he does have like occasional errors at the end of the race. I think with a 17-second gap, he doesn't have much to lose to go the rest of the way. Um, but Mossberg, got to give him credit for being in second place. All right, what's the story? I'm 14 seconds behind the car in front of me, and I don't think with having to stop 2 more times. I mean, it's possible I might get past. I don't know. 151. So that means I'm on the verge of losing my lap, right? Because we're basically running 157, 158. Um, yeah, so that's not good at all. As Silva makes a mistake. Yeah, it's possible I could get lapped. I mean, I will get lapped. I'll have to go into the pits one more time. The question is, will Keeble have to go into the pits? That's all that's really left to know about. All right. Brew makes a mistake. We're just down to, I guess 5 laps to go when I cross the finish line. Oh, what a bummer. And it's, you know what, the part that is so frustrating is that like after the first race and the error I made there, yeah, I mean, coming out 19th. After the error that I made then, um, at the end of that race, I couldn't wait to get to this race. I just was so excited. I'm like, okay, let's get to the next one. It's all going to be good. No, I botched it up. All right, I'm in 19th, but it's not what I'd hoped. Lucerna did have to pit. So only Keeble is using the one pit strategy. Um, Genius if it works. If um if these other guys didn't have to go and change their tires, they'd be right there too. That's the difference is they pitted because of tires, the rain tires. Well, after the race, I'm going to go hang out with Van Dam. I think that's, we're going to do some Van damage at the club in Belgium. I got that to look forward to. 9%. What a dummy. I mean, we're gating on that car there. That's Jeff Daly, fellow American. We're making other Americans look bad today. I'll catch him just in time to have to pit again. Um, yeah, there's Silva. And then Gonzalez and Egon, they might have had to pit again. I could have got past them. I could have got to 15th if I just didn't have to do this last pit. I mean, look at me catch up to Daly right here on the straightaway. Wow. I mean, I practically caught him just on the straightaway. Yeah, I mean, okay, great. Congratulations. Got past Daly into 18th for now. We'll get one more lap and then we'll have to pit again. So this is we've completed 40. We're on lap 41. I'm looking forward to this one coming to an end. I'll finish 20th, which is just unacceptable. So there's two mistakes that I won't make again. Egon's going to have to pit. He's going into the pits. So we'll gain a spot here. I don't know. Maybe we finish 19th instead. I don't know. Doesn't much make a difference. We're on lap 42. I will have to pit. Keeble. Good job, Keeble, today. One pit strategy. And unless there's a total catastrophe here, I mean, his tires didn't even get tired. His driver's not tired. The tires aren't tired. 2, 3, and 4 have bad tires. I can't imagine they're going to go in. That's Silva in front of us on the screen. Doesn't matter. We'll be pitting right here. I have a feeling we're going to finish 19th now. That's tough to say here. We'll have to watch the finish from the pits when the other drivers go right by us. Oh, man. That just sucks. Oh, Gonzalez is going to have to pit too. Oh, I mean, I really could have got top 15, even with all the terrible decisions. But it's not going to make a difference here. We have to keep our eyes on Keeble, though. All right. Well, this will be the last one for sure. Back to 18th. We're back to 19th. Oh, we just got lapped. Of course we did. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we're going to finish 19th. Or no, is this 20th? Oh, no. Get out of there. Go get Egon at least. You can't let Egon pass you. No. Get Egon. Oh, no. We're going to finish 20th. We're not even, we're going to finish below Egon. Okay. Well, I passed the car on the main lap. Who is that? That's Ankoff in second place. Well, oh, they did have to pit. Oh, no. So Ankoff is going to finish second, and Ilya is going to finish third. So Ankoff's going to have a first and a second right out of the gate. Hiroti falls back to 10th out of points. I will get past, I'm assuming I will get past Legoat here. I mean, not Legoat, Egon. Yes, here we go. Into 19th. Okay, well, I mean, 19th is not great. Gonzalez is plenty of, yeah, he's like 13 seconds in front of us, so. And we're officially a lap down. That sucks. Keeble, great job. I mean, that's good strategy. I got to start thinking that way more often. Because the only thing that's holding me back is myself and my stupid pit schemes. So Keeble's already finished. Ankov. Oh no! Did Ankov go in the pits? Ankov went into the pits! Oh no! All he had to do was finish. What was that? Oh no! Colucci's gonna get third, right? Can Ankov get out in time to go 100 feet? Colucci passes him. Oh, there's still one more lap to go. Oh, Ankov, I know how you feel, buddy. That's what happened to me, and I finished sixth. Oh, Ankov. Well, he's going to get some points. Oh, man. Wow. Oh. That's the thing is, everybody makes mistakes. So, you can't be too hard on yourself. Ankov had it there. He had a cool second place. Tarok will get fourth, Mossberg fifth, Widera sixth, Ankov seventh, Frankie eighth. Good job, Frankie. Faraz ninth, Karoti 10th. Legoat in 11th. That's got to be one of his best finishes. Despite all the mistakes that Cavalagos made, he's going to be 13th, it looks like. I'd like to pass that. Well, that car's 2 laps down, so that doesn't make a difference. All right. Now we're just waiting for the leaders to come around. Well, I guess Keeble's already finished. So we should see the leaderboard come up here momentarily. I mean, not the leaderboard, but the podium. I don't know what to say. Try to do better on Friday. There it is. Keeble, Ilya, and Colucci. Great job, guys. Very exciting. Happy for those guys. Happy for Keeble. We're going to wrap our lap up here, and then that'll be it. We got past that lap car like pretty quickly. Oh, we got to get past that guy. Let's go. We can get 18th. We just got to catch him. Give us one more lap. One more lap. Can we close the gap? That is the question. Let's see here. I mean, it's not impossible. We're catching them quickly. Come on. I want one more place. Well, what is that for? Like go-karts or something? That's awesome. Come on. You can do it. Oh, this is brutal. We're going to finish behind him. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I thought he would go into the pits. Ah, damn it. Look how much we closed that gap pretty good there. And we finished 19th. Boo! All right, folks. Oh, man. I blew it. That sucks. Oh, all right. Well, there it is. Hey, listen, it wasn't great, but it was still kind of fun. And we'll be back on Friday with the third race of the season, and I'm not making any mistakes. I'm going to go with my instincts and not my numbers. So thank you all for watching. Like and or subscribe, and we will catch you in a few days. Until then, everyone, have a great day.